There was a time I hated working corporate America. I hated the 9 to 5. Always had this streak of entrepreneurship or side hustle in me. You guys know that. But it's days like this that I miss it when I wake up in the morning. And you guys have already noticed it. And someone sent me a video. Thank you very much, Agent in the Field, for sending me the video where they're talking about mid-roll ads. Some of you have been watching my videos, or some of you may be new and you searched on one of my more popular videos. And if they're monetized, they're promoted. Well, YouTube, because they're headed up. You do know YouTube, the division doesn't make money. It's unprofitable. And it forever will remain unprofitable because they're trying to, they're certainly putting their politics ahead of their profits, but they're also trying to be good and fair. And it's just like, just make a bleeping profit and do what is logical and common sense. So in YouTube's infinite wisdom, they have retroactively applied mid-roll ads to not videos going forward that are monetized. They're doing it to all my and everybody's videos that are monetized or monetizable that are running ads. Beforehand, you used to, okay, we'll have an ad at the beginning. Sometimes you might have an ad in it, and then only the real pricks would put the mid-roll ads. You'd have to select it. Now YouTube apparently has gone back, retroactively put mid-roll ads in all my monetizable videos. And I think one of the more recent ones was the one on what all that women have in life, and that was about talking about politics. It was monetizable. And now you guys, and I've got a couple. I'm like, what's going on? And I noticed, and Better Bachelor had the same thing. I'm like, what? Why has he got all these what's going on? I had to skip. I'm like, well, he has the right to do. I'll still listen to him. But just so you know, it's not us. It's YouTube. It's some NBA laden putts. It's Punjab. I want to get the American boobies. And they thought, I got an idea. This will get me promoted. Screw whether or not it makes the product better. Screw whether or not people ask for this. Screw whether it's going to hurt us in the long run. It's change, and change is always good. And they wanted to get the boobies, and so they came up with an idea. And these these Silicon Valley bleeps always got to fix things that aren't broken. Always got to add things that features no one ever asked for. The dinging car button because you didn't like your seatbelt. The car that turns on and off at every stop sign. And now, videos. Now going forward, I found a way you could take the mid-roll ads out. I had to go like, why? And I'm like, why do I have 4 ads on a 2.5-minute video? So I figured out how to do it because this is how I want to spend my time. This is just how I want to spend some guys actually going back to the videos and taking out that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that retroactively. I love you guys, but I have important stuff to do. But going forward, very few of my videos are monetizable. And going forward, I'm going to be removing the ads. Now, if I was consulting YouTube, I'd say, how about you tell, because you have a monopoly, why don't you tell your advertisers you're not having a censor department? You're going to have a disclaimer saying people, advertisers on this video don't necessarily endorse the video. Okay, are we all adults here now? Are we all snowflakes? Are we all millennials now who graduated and now like we're all in mid-level corporate America? We all have to have our pet. We're all going to grow up. We're all going to grow a spine. We're going to know that IBM doesn't support whatever. I'm trying to think of something controversial. IBM doesn't support Donald Trump necessarily. We got it. But their ads are running on a pro-Trump video. Okay. But we understand. Apparently we don't. And so now YouTube has to kind of make up for that. And they just came down with a hammer. Now everyone's getting pissed off. They will, guys, they will go away. They will. If you're upset with whatever YouTube politics are or their warped ethics, they'll go away. Don't worry. Yes, I do have a BitChute channel, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up because it's good old morning Cappy here. This is what I want to do. I don't want to get to actual work or production. I want to dick around with private sector regulation. That's what I want to do. because dealing with government regulation isn't enough. Now, because every bleeping idiot that came out of the past 2 generations thinks they got to put their say in everything. They have to make a statement. They have to affect change. They have to mess with the system. Everyone's got to get their dick up somebody's ass so that they can make their statement, put their stamp on society, and it slows down the event. So I love that. I love dealing with this petty BS in the morning. Because heaven forbid we actually get to new production and we make more widgets and we produce new content. We make more education. We make more entertainment. We produce more. We all got to dick around with this crap. Because I guarantee you there's one guy or gal, some schmutz, some cholo. Yeah, I got an idea. We're so smart, or Google. We put a funny algorithm people had to figure out to apply for a job. We got to deal with that. One guy or gal has sucked out at least $1 billion worth of economic production today. DJ Aftershock for 2. DJ, do you go to sleep? Don't you have other channels you want? I appreciate it. I'm just wondering, do you go somewhere else? For $2, you made the strong girl boss and her friends mad. No, I didn't make them mad. I didn't even say. All I did was retweet what she said and say, "This is what I'm going to hire." Notice how demeanor and wonderful she is. She made herself mad and her friends mad. And what's sad about that is. I hope that's not most women or young men today, but there's no doubt that more evidence that women are programmed to hate men and have attitude and be insufferable and put their careers first. Do you think that gal's going to fall in? You think any of them? If you guys don't know what DJ is talking about, there was someone sent a tweet to me because I went to the Carlson School of Management, and there was a gal who's graduating from the Carlson School of Management, and it was a stereotype. But I'm wondering, is it a stereotype or is that real? Like, the thing you're snapping and strong, independent woman, girl of color, you're gonna have a girl boss for your boss someday. And I'm like, wow. I mean, the Carlson School already sucks pretty bad to begin with, but if this is what they're churning out now, and I tweeted that out, and then I don't know if it went quasi-viral, but man, people were jumping in on her. And her and her friends were very, very, very upset because they are girl boss. Damn it, they are strong. Don't need no man, girl boss, and they are going to be your boss. I was like, nobody would tell no one. I picture her being like the assistant manager at like a kiosk at a mall, and all the trash that's going to go work there, and like, oh my god, Tina, I just could see it happening. Are we doing super chats this early in the morning? I gotta go meet up with Rule Zero later on today. And then I'm gonna be doing a podcast for the Subscribe Star people. For the good people, the better people, the superior people. Joe Jones, $2. It's YouTube. There aren't many other channels. I know, but the day will come that MySpace goes away and Facebook comes in. I just and I don't even monetize most of my videos because it's just like the PPP loan, Joe. There's no reason. Chad said, hey, you should apply for it. I looked at the compliance cost. Like, forget that. For what? $3,000 maybe? It's not worth it. YouTube. Oh, you got to monetize. Oh, do you want to monetize? Like, if I monetize a video, I got to do all this stuff, all this pre-planning. I got to get into the nice Christian Cappy where I don't curse. And then I monetize. I got to go through their freaking. You got to go through a survey answering. Does it have this? Does it have this? Does that? It's like, my God, do you want the effing money or not? And it's monetized. Then the process goes through the computer, goes through the algorithm. I think it's limited. That's the default answer. It's like teachers. They just give you a B+. I think it's a B+. Well, then you got to go in and negotiate for more. And I say, hey, I want someone to physically review it. Now we got to employ somebody to go in and waste his or her, 15 minutes of life watching a video they probably don't care about. The more and more I think about it, the more I feel really bad for YouTube censors or Facebook censors. They got to sift their filters. They got to sift through junk. That's their job. Okay. You're right. It's monetizable. So you just spent paying that guy, what, $15 with healthcare and insurance and all that other stuff for 20 minutes of his time for video that's going to maybe generate $5 of revenue for you, YouTube, huh? That's great. That's great. Don't worry. There'll be something else. If for any other reason that us adults want to have a bleeping conversation, I don't care if it's monetized. I really don't. It's not worth it. The only thing saving YouTube right now would be super chats, is what I'd imagine. And if I had more time, if I had 26 hours a day, I would have figured out OBS, which I already tried, but that's a nightmare. Don't boomer tech me. It's a nightmare to figure that crap out. And then I could just keep all the money for myself. Yeah, I pay out 30% to YouTube. But you know what? I'm willing to pay YouTube because it's slick. It works. All right. Consultations coming shortly. See you guys later. Toodles.